Hi everyone. Here we are, Quilt Roadies, and we're visiting with Stacy West from Buttermilk Basin. She has come out to visit the Sisters Outdoor Quilt Show and to see all the happenings around town, to check us out, and hopefully, you know, we'll see her again. But we wanted to give you some information about her. She is an extraordinary quilt designer on Buttermilk Basin. You can check that out on the web. And she does a lot of wool and cotton.
Love wool and cotton.
You will love wool and cotton.
Love wool and cotton.
She is a wife and mother.
Yep, with 2 girls.
2 teenagers. So
yes.
She's in the thick of it.
Yes, Hannah and Grace.
Hannah and Grace. Yep. And one's into robotics.
Yes, one's a robotics, and then one is a dance. So I'm a dance mom one day, and I'm a robotics mom the next, and I don't know which is worse.
So you really need to sign up on Instagram and Facebook and check out that her life, and you will be amazed at all that she does, and yet she still has time to design patterns for the rest of us who
and come
love.
And hang out with Hannah. And
besides doing patterns for the rest of us who absolutely adore all that she designs, she's a cat lady.
Love cats.
Yeah, although Enzo does like her, so just so you know, all you Enzo fans.
Enzo is everything you dreamed he would be and more. He's a lover, and he is so stinking cute. I'd like to take him home in my suitcase, but I know I can't.
And that is because she has spent a lot of money here in Central Oregon, both in antique shops. I hope George isn't watching this.
He won't.
And fabric stores. No, we've hit the FedEx store twice already.
You know, we did get that antique quilt, so maybe Anna will show you the antique quilt we got. Because we got that on video, so hopefully you'll be seeing that sometime too on her blog.
Right.
So
just to give us a little idea of what's coming up in your life and in relation to us people who want the wool.
I love wool, and there will definitely be no lack of wool coming up in the near future. I'll be traveling back to Salt Lake because you were kind enough to take my class when I was back out there at Logan, and now I'm going to be going to... No, I'm going to the Logan shop.
Right.
Yes.
So all of you followers of Buttermilk Basin know that she's going to be teaching in Logan, Utah at my
girlfriend's quilt shop in Logan, because I was at the other one, their sister shop.
In Midway.
Yep.
Which you saw when I did the trip back there.
Swiss. It was so beautiful.
It was
everything
awesome.
About it.
Yeah. And I so wanted to stop at the Logan shop, but it was like an hour off the road for us where we were going. So you're going to have to...
And I couldn't because we had just came off the quilt market that was held in Salt Lake.
Yeah.
So I kind of did those back to back, and then...
So you're going to have to post a lot of pictures of the Logan shop because...
I'm excited. I think it's going to, be super cool, and she goes all out like I do on my events, which is the wool stock that's coming up in September. So you all should be signing up because we have a really good time, don't we, Anna, in my classes?
Right. And especially since it's called wool stock, it kind of has that throwback for our age group.
It is. It is exactly everything you think it is, minus all the stuff you don't think it should be. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. So you're going to have an overdose of wool.
Anna knows my theme, and it's camping. And we have shipped plenty of, we hauled all across the Sisters Quilt Show. How many things do we get? We got coolers,
fishing lures,
the Coleman
Now,
lantern.
Tell me again how the hat pins fit into the camping thing.
We're not going to talk about the hat pins. Hat pins are my new addiction, and I've spent way too much on hat pins. We better edit that for George. Shh, don't tell him, everybody. But I just love hat pins, and I'm going to design a few projects that we can put them in and coordinate a little different, because sometimes I find that when I'm making a pin cushion, it's always smaller or lower, and I'm just putting my normal pins in, and I just think how cool would it be to showcase some of our past with those beautiful hat pins. And my mom collected the hats, like hundreds of them. So they'll go with her as well.
I might have to get a hat pin.
You're going to get a hat pin because if you're coming to this area, I did pass up a lot, and there are some shoppers that might go sneak them because I got some good ones. I got like stars. What else did I
A lot
get?
of bling, the clover
Yes.
for your Fridays.
And I got the clover for my Lucky Friday, so we'll definitely have to do something with that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So-
lots of fun stuff.
This is, for those of you that are following us on Quilt Roadies because of the RV life or quilting, piecing, and haven't tried wool, this is one of Stacy's patterns, her truck series.
Yep.
This one is Joy. I taught this Monday during Quilters Affair, and everyone in the class had a blast because
And the
there's-
projects were great.
Oh,
Yep.
and there's nothing that brings a smile or a memory to you than these truck series.
Oh.
Also, this tray was ordered from Stacy's shop.
Yes.
To
We have shipped a
showcase-
lot. Anna got hers in a pre-made box that we made actually
Yes.
at the shop. So
It
we
was
do
a
good
very-
service for you gals.
Yeah, it's a very creative box.
It was, totally.
So this mat I made before I actually knew about the tray. So now that I have the tray, I'm going to remove this button because what I want to do is I'm going to take the tray to a glass cutter or maker.
This is genius.
Yeah,
Genius.
and I'm going to have him cut me a tempered glass piece to fit over my mat so I can actually be the hostess
With the
mostess. And then for each season when I have guests at the house, I can,
Yes.
come out with my tray.
And I did not think of that. And I think that is a stellar idea. And
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to do it too because there's 12 of these. So, you've got snowmen, you've got sheep. So, even if you don't want to do the whole series, you could do seasonal. So, say some 4 of the months. So, very cool. And the design started with me purchasing the tray. So I fell in love with, because I have a lot of vintage or reproduction or, to coordinate with my products. So I designed it specifically around this tray. So,
Well, what I do know is that Suzanne, who visited earlier, is going to
Yes.
borrow my tray when she gets her new furniture because she has one of those. One of the things she ordered for her living room was one of those big square upholstered footrests
Yes.
that
Yes.
double as a coffee table. There's no space for a
Yes.
coffee table, and so she wants to see how this will fit on there,
Yes.
where they can put their drinks. And they
Absolutely.
have the glass. So,
Yep.
and she has done all the seasonal mats, and then she can switch them
that's
out.
going to be awesome.
Yeah.
It's going to be totally cool. And once you get that on, you can go ahead and decorate with like a couple little bottle brush trees or,
Yeah.
say a little thing with flags or a pincushion just to give it some height too. So lots
And that's
of
the
options.
best part of this mat is that you can make it your own. You can put your family initials on here. You can put
Yep.
initials up here that have to do with your family
Yep.
or some memory, and that's what I like to do.
And what about one of your girlfriends that you so kindly had? I've been having a great time here. We'll talk about that more in a minute. But she was saying that she is going to do the trucks in a quilt. And so we were talking
didn't
about
hear
sashing.
that.
Oh, yes. So we were talking about options and sashing options and different ways that she could incorporate. She wants to start with 6 and then have a couple of these to accessorize with it. So I was brainstorming, and we were having fun. And I think the coolest part about, my designs is they're very versatile, and you can start with a good design, which hopefully you enjoy mine, please. No. But I love the fact that, you can do them in different things, and then you can use me as your starting point. And if you want to do them in a quilt, why not?
Right.
You can still sew them on a, woven or a flannel, or even on the wool will still work. But, how cool would it be to use that lovely feather stitch I taught you?
Oh, and I'm the queen of feathers
You
now.
are.
I'm
You
the
guys,
queen
have
of
you
feathers.
noticed hers on her shows? She is like rocking that stitch.
Stitch.
Totally.
So the other thing for you people, quilters and stitchers who have never done wool, is that you might want a smaller project than this big mat to start with. And Stacy has graciously designed for us
A mini version.
a mini version.
Because who doesn't love trucks? I mean, everybody's their dads or their grandpas. Anybody had them.
Look at the little woolly.
I know. It's so, sweet.
cute. And then see, like I embellished. Oh, here's my feather stitch, by the
Okay,
way.
this is exactly what, once you take a class from me, you will be able to have a project that will turn out just like mine, as well as learning new techniques. So one of the things that we did is we taught the feather stitch. And I think everybody thinks it's intimidating, but it's really not once you got going, because the minute you had started.
No, that's not right.
I
I had no clue how to do the feather stitch, and I've been trying over and over and over again, and all it took was you telling me one technique.
And then it did, but you were like a natural, because I can tell you right there where you started, and by your 10th stitch, you were on a roll.
I know. I made this in
this was her
Midway, Utah.
Yes. These were the two, and then that was the, because now you love the little kits that you buy.
I love these little.
But I think that's what's really cool. So you can use the same stitch, on all your little, because we do a lot more embellishing as the kids, as the other patterns when they get bigger. It's harder when it's smaller, but this is a perfect way, I thought, to finish it, because it's just a little feather stitch. So, I think it's really cool.
People have asked me, what am I going to do with this? And I like to set these little mats like on my entryway table.
Yeah.
So when people come in, there's just this little sweet greeting for them.
Everybody has seen it this weekend, because she was the hostess with the mostest, because I have stayed through these days, as so has the neighborhood and the people from Canada. Everywhere's been coming in. It's been, I've been sleeping, and it's been like hot house central here, because quilters are arriving, but they're greeted nicely as they walk in the porch with these lovely little vignettes that Anna's made everywhere, and it's really sweet.
Yeah, and I just love these. I know that I'm going to be making a lot of these, and they make great gifts. They really make great gifts.
They do.
Because they're small. I literally, on this one in our class in Midway, I did this in a day.
You were, and you were chatting a lot. So
no, I was not.
Yes, you were. Yes, she was. So I think she did really well that you actually got it done. I was pretty impressed. I'm not going to lie.
Well, I can chat and stitch.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what? It was a great day. And that's exactly what the classes are about.
Yeah.
Just to have a good time and enjoy and connect.
And Stacy's such a fun teacher, and just makes you feel so relaxed.
Well, I hope you guys know I love you guys. So I'm pretty open about I love my customers, and they... I think seeing a lot of them this weekend here and calling me out, and I was trying to go incognito being Anna's cousin, but it didn't work. Work. Well, we did full one. So, but it was a good time. Yep.
So we have to wrap this up. So I'm going to do a part 2 of my conversation with Stacy.
Thanks, everybody.
So stay tuned.